Hi everyone, this is Vivali. Welcome to my YouTube channel Learning Edge Pro. And today we are going to create an order model for saving the order items with details which are placed from by cash or by paying online or by credit card or debit card. So let's create the order model. So first of all, we will launch our application in Visual Studio to check what we have done. Okay, as you can see, this is our application. So far, we have completed our uh, add to cart items. We can increase and decrease the quantity also. As you can see, rates are getting changed. We can vary the tax percentage. We can also clear the cart from here, and rest of the things are not working. So in today's video, I'm going to make paid by cash and paid by online in working mode. So let's create that. Okay, first of all, let's close the application. We will go to models folder, and in the models folder, we will create some model class which will be named as order model. Okay, in order model class, we are going to create an ID for it. So let's click the ID. After ID, we will create a date and time that on which date and time the order is placed. So we will select the date time and it will be named as order date. And now the third option will be that how many items a customer has ordered. For that, we will make it a count, which will be stored in integer, and name will be total items count. After that, we will just store the total amount of the order, total amount paid. And last thing but not the least, we will save the pay mode, that from which pay mode the customer has bought something from store. Payment mode. Okay. So we will just create an link with order items array, order item, create an array, and we'll store in items. Okay, so now our order model.cs file is now created. Now we will just create a method in database service. So for that, I'm just going to open the data folder and we'll go to database service. And inside the database service, I'm going to create a new method which will be named as place order async. Okay, here I'm going to create another method. It will be async method ask place order async, which will be calling from order model and model. Okay, so now here we will create a variable of order to store the new orders every time whenever the order will get punched. Okay, we don't need this. Okay, wait. Okay, so now we will just store the order date here with model dot order date payment mode, model payment mode, and we have created a total amount paid and total items count. So these were the four things which we have created, and we will make an exception that if wait connection dot insert async. Okay, so if the order item is greater than 0, that if if there is some order exist in the cart, so we will create a method for it, and it will get into a loop of for each, which will be storing in variable item model dot items, and each item which will be placed will be stored against this order ID. Okay, so now we will create another exception that if there is no order in the cart and a user is trying to place the order by cash or by ordering online button, so it will not allow him to enter any of the order, which will be fetching from model.items. If the count is equals to 0, then it will show the exception that wait underscore connection dot delete async, not delete all, will be delete async the order, and will return a message which will be saying error in inserting order items. Okay, this is the first exception. If it it doesn't work, so after that we will create an else condition for it, which will be uh wait a second, else condition for it, which will be written error in inserting the order, and it will just return the mod null value. Okay, so why it's giving the errors? Let me check. Uh, okay, it's giving the error might be because I've used some brackets here wrong. So let's fix that. Okay, so now I have aligned this perfectly fine. So what is the error since database service? A return task. Okay, so we just have to add the string. Uh, okay, so now I think the error should be removed. Okay, so as you can see now our error is removed. So now we will just go to our orders view model.cs class, which will be inside our view models. We will just create that new class order view model. Okay, so as you can see, we have created our order view model class. So we will make it partial. So let's change it to public. Basically, it's already public, but it's for my comfort. I am setting it to public again, uh, which will be an observable object. Okay. So now inside this, we will just create a public orders view model, which will be fetching the data from database service with a local variable of database service. So as you can see, we have created this. After this, we will just create an other method of place order async inside our view model for our buttons, which will be clicked. As soon as they are clicked, the event will be fired and our order should be placed. For that, we will create an async method. Task async, place order async, fetching the data from cart model, which will be an array stored in cart items, and we are setting the pay mode to boolean because if the we will control it by true or false if the payment is done by cash, so it will be true. If it is done by online or card mode, so it will be false. For that, we are creating it to bool is paid online. Okay, so now here we will just create a variable of our items in which we will be storing our card items, which will select. Okay, sorry, we have just typed the semicolon in new order items, and inside this we will be calling all the things which are stored in our card item. So from the card item, what we need is card icon for displaying. Oh, we are using the card item. Sorry, it will be dot icon. Oh, where it is? Oh, sorry. My auto correction is not working fine. Okay, wait. Let me check why it is getting so messed up. Okay, so now we are good. After this, we will just create an item ID, which will be calling from item ID from here as well. We will be getting a name. We will also be getting a price. Basically, these all are the things which will be in detail summary of our order items. Like when we will go to our order item and we'll select the date that from this date till that date, we need all the items that were punched. So as soon as the user will filter that, all the summary of the orders of that particular date will be shown. And if he click the particular order, so the complete detail of that order will be shown. For that, we are creating that thing. So what we need for the master detail, we just need the icon, item ID, name, price, and quantity. So now we are good. After this, we will just create a variable of order model, putting a new order model here as well. Inside this, we will be storing the order date, date on which time, the order is placed, its payment mode, if it's paid online or by cash. Okay, the total amount paid. Wait a second. I think the intelligence is working a bit faster, with which it should not be working. Some C dot amount, and we just need these things and the total items count as well. Card items dot length, and we'll just go the items. Okay, so now I think now we are good till now. After this, we will just create an error message for this, that if the order is placed successfully, fine. So it will show a toast message that your order is placed successfully, or else it will show an error or uh, not inserting the order method display. Okay, so for that, we will just create a variable of error message here, which will be await database service. Uh, okay, so now intelligence is not working. Database uh, service. I'm wondering why it is not working. Wait, let me check. I think I have not defined it, uh, but I have defined it here. So why it is not getting the database service? Okay, we will check it later. Okay, so we will just fetch the method is order async order model, and if string dot is null or empty, then we will just be showing the message of error shell dot current dot display alert. It is showing the error with error message, and it will give only the option of okay to continue. And it will just simply return. If the order is placed successfully, fine. So we will just show the await toast dot make order place order placed successfully. Okay, so now we are good. Okay, so why I think it's not calling the database service is because we have not injected the orders view model in a home view model. So let's inject that. We will just go here and we'll search for the home view model. Here it is. Okay, here it is. And inside this, we will just inject our orders view model as well. Order view model, orders. It will be orders view model, and we will just simply create the property here. Here it is. Here it is. Okay, so now I think we are good. There should be removed. It is not getting removed. Private object, database service. Wait, wait a second. Okay, okay. I got it. We have not assigned the property here. So for that, we will just assign this here. As you can see now, our method is completely perfectly fine. After this, we will just go to uh, create method in our home view model, which will be also a placed order async method. Where it should be here. Okay, so we will just create a method here. It will be private async. Basically, why we are creating our this method here, because when it will check that if the order is paid by cash or by online, so it will just render it until the card item is cleared and the item is saved. So then it will just refresh the screen again. Task with the method of place order async is paid online. After this, we will just do this loading to true, await underscore orders view model dot place order async from where we will be fetching it, and just get from the cart items, and the variable will be is paid online. After that, the loading will be false. Okay, so now we have created our all the things. We will just modify UI in paid online and paid cash button. So before that, we will just make it a relay command. Okay, so now we are good. After this, we will just simply go to our main page.xml, and here we will be searching for our paid cash button. Where it is. Uh, okay, here it is. So inside this button, we are just going to create a command parameter of boolean false and true. For that, we will just create a button, a simple tag, and after inside this, we will just be creating a button dot command parameter, and inside the command parameter, we are will be by default giving the values of false to or paid by cash, and we will just copy the exact same thing, and we will be pasting it here. Now the difference is we are giving this a value of true. So now we are good. Our buttons should be working perfectly fine. So now I think the last thing is just to clear the card items, that whenever the orders get punched, the item card item should be cleared. For that, we will be uh, going to our home view model, and inside our home view model, we will just be simply clearing our card items dot clear. Okay, so now we are good. After this, we will just be going to order view model, and inside this, we will return it false. And if the order is placed successfully fine, then it should return true. Okay, so now we are good. Just inject the order view model inside my program. Dot add oh dot add singleton, not home view model. Now it should be an order view model. Okay, so now we are good. Now let's run the application. Okay, so we have started our application. Why it is not loading up? Wait, let me start it again. Okay. Why it is not starting the application? Let's run it one more time. Okay, wait, let me check the output. Failed. I think there is some error. Okay, so let's rebuild the application. The build is failed. Okay, let me check what's the issue here. Okay, so now I have restarted my Visual Studio, and there were some things related to orders view model. First of all, I have renamed my orders view model class name, uh, added just S in front of it, and this is my orders view model code. It's basically the same. No changes are here done. Just I've renamed the names orders view model like this orders view model, and as you can see, the method I've created here is also the same. I've changed nothing, just renamed the view model name, and I can show you the place order racing also method. So these three methods I've implemented. So now let's run the application. Basically, it was conflicting with one another name. Somewhere I have used the S and somewhere I have used the normal order. So that's why it was not working. Okay, so add the items into a card. Now just simply press paid cash. Why it's not working? I think I have not. Uh, if I go to main page and under my main page, uh, here it is. As you can see, I have not used the command. So let's use the command of binding it with place order command. Okay, just simply copy this thing and just paste it here exactly to fire the event. Okay, so now let's run the application again. I hope it should work perfectly fine. As you can see, this is a POS application. If I add these things and simply press paid cash, as you can see, our orders are processed and there's a toast message of order placed successfully. And I just want to show you the exceptions which I just implemented, that if the cart is empty and if we just go with the paid package, so it will show the error in inserting order items. So this is the video. I hope you like the video. For more upcoming videos, kindly press the subscribe button, share the link with your friends and family, and like the video and comment down below if you have any query. uh, See you in the next lecture.